Good day to the Rams faithful. Absolute pleasure to be with you lot today. Now, we are talking about something proper out of this world. If you want to get your head around how our 38-year-old quarterback and our star wideout are fair dinkum defying the laws of biology, you've come to the right place. But before we spill the beans on this secret, do us a massive favor, smash that like button, chuck a comment down below if you'd have a crack at this chamber yourself, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single beat of our run towards Super Bowl 2026. Your support is what keeps our coverage at the top of the ladder. Thinking back to the start of the 2025 season, things were looking a bit dicey in LA. Stafford was dealing with a chronic back issue and was a no-show at training. He missed the whole pre-season, and plenty of us experts were wondering if the old boy was cooked. What we didn't know was that while the world was casting doubt, Matthew was tucked away inside the immortal chamber. The result? A legendary season where he topped the NFL in passing yards and touchdowns, eventually bagging the MVP trophy. That machine wasn't just a bit of flash gear, it was the tactical masterstroke needed to keep the league's most talented arm in the game. The proof that this gear actually works came straight from Puka Nacua himself. Chatting with Pat McAfee on ESPN, Puka described his time in the chamber as the best 50 minutes of his life. The detail that really got people talking was the voice guiding the whole session. According to Nacua, there's a range of settings, and one of the voices sounds exactly like Cortana from the Halo games. For an elite athlete, getting the headspace right is just as vital as the physical recovery, and it looks like the Rams have found the perfect mix of biofeedback and top-tier muscle repair. To understand how big this is, you've got to look at the history of the sport. Back in the day, recovery in the NFL was just a bag of ice and some painkillers. Legends like Joe Montana or Dan Marino would have given anything for a crack at something like this. Nowadays, we are in the era of biohacking. Tom Brady led the way with his TB12 method, but Stafford and the Rams have taken it to a whole new level of regenerative engineering. The immortal chamber doesn't just dull the pain, it seems to tune up the central nervous system. Nacua's 2025 stats, 129 grabs and over 1,700 yards, aren't a fluke. He played 16 out of 17 games, which is massive durability for a receiver who doesn't mind a bit of a scrap on the field. In the chess match that is the NFL, the best ability is availability. Bringing in Cliff Kingsbury only makes sense if Stafford is fit enough to run that vertical attack. The immortal chamber is a force multiplier. It lets Sean McVay draw up the tricky plays knowing his veteran QB will have the wheels to dodge a heavy pass rush. For Nacua, that fast-track recovery means he can keep that explosive speed in his roots right through to the fourth quarter when the opposition is gassed. With Stafford officially locked in for 2026 at age 38, this chamber is going to be the club's best mate. Investing in health tech is now just as important as the salary cap. The Rams are telling the whole league that age is just a number when you've got science in your corner. If the immortal chamber keeps delivering these ripper results, don't be surprised if other veterans start rocking up to Sophie Stadium asking for a session. We are seeing the start of a new era where an elite quarterback can easily play into his 40s at the top of his game.